Hey all, I'm sitting here this morning out on the front porch and thinking about a dirty word that starts with D. And it might not be the one that you're thinking of, but the word I'm thinking of is discipline. Hebrews 12:11 talks about how at the time discipline is not fun. You are not feeling very happy about it at the moment. But the life lived in discipline afterwards is a life of righteousness and peace. And I've been thinking about that a lot because when we are disciplined, especially here in the States, it sounds like, discipline, you're losing your freedom. I have been one that really avoids discipline a lot of times because I like the freedom being able to go and do things. I don't. I was talking to a friend of mine. His name is Tristan Schaub. You don't know him, you need to know him. He's a genius. But he was telling me, you just need to be a disciple of your calendar. You need the discipline of putting everything down on your calendar and following that, and it actually will provide more freedom because you don't have to worry. You don't have that brain clutter of what do I do next. And so I've tried it. I've tried it similarly in the past, but when he put the spin on, you have more freedom if you do that, just kind of like the Bible was talking about, then it has really helped me as well be more of a disciple of my calendar, to follow my calendar and be able to have that freedom of being able to have time to think because I have it on my calendar. But even everything that we do is a discipline. We're not being very disciplined whenever we're eating junk food and everything else, but that's our current state. That is our decisions that we've made. That's our current life. But all it takes is a decision. All it takes is that one moment to change and to be a whole new person. It's, they have say like fake it till you make it or act as if. I don't like either of those. What I like is just be. Be that person that is disciplined. Be that person that gets up in the morning. Be that person goes works out. Be that person that eats healthy. Be that person that has a good spiritual discipline and spiritual practice. And it takes discipline. It is not easy and it is not joyful and it's not a happy thing a lot of times. You know, Discipline is that dirty word that nobody wants to do to their kids anymore, but you spare the rod, you spoil the child. And it's not even that the child's spoiled, but the child does not be able to grow up to be the man or woman that they have been called to because they've been spoiled. And it's not, again, giving them everything they want, but it's more like spoiled fruit, rotten. They are rotten, and nobody wants to be spoiled in that manner. Sorry, truck going past. Um, so it's time to be disciplined, and it can be a grind. And the real joy of everything comes on the far side of discipline. After you've been disciplined, after you have started to live that life, that is when that peace, that is when that righteousness, that is when all that starts coming to you. And it's, you're disciplined to go to the gym. I saw a really inspiring thing. There's a guy that's circulating Facebook now. He's like 450 pounds or something, but he started at 650, and he's been disciplined to hit a punching bag, and that has helped him lose 200 pounds, which is amazing. His life's gonna be much better off doing this. So where in your life can you be more disciplined? Whatever armed forces and all those college football teams and everything else, the embrace the suck. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be rough. But when you fall in love with the discipline, when you fall in love with the process, then it's going to be worth it on the other end. So that is the dirty word that I've been really contemplating on, and it's really opened my eyes to a lot of places in my life where I haven't been disciplined. but I'm going to start in order to be able to have that better life, have that peace and security. With a squirrel on the tree, have that peace and security, and that righteousness, and that um, sense of well-being, all the positive things that we're promised on the other side of discipline. So, is there anywhere in your life that you need to be more disciplined? If there is, then you know what to do. See ya.